Go now.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Joe. Back again with another top show for you guys today. So we're going to go through our Champions League predictions for the semi-final matches, and the teams that are involved are Manchester City, also known as Oil Money FC, Chelsea, who are also known as pretty much Oil Money FC, PSG, another Oil Money FC, and Real Madrid. And obviously, given what's happened with Real Madrid and their president, we can call them Corruption FC. But yes, so it's good games in all fairness. That's going to happen in the Champions League semi-finals. Good quality on show. Ryan, how are you doing, mate? How are you feeling?
I'm doing good, Joe, man. Thank you very much for having me on the show, man. I really
Well,
appreciate it, man.
that's all good. It's all good. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. So we have some big Champions League games this week, and obviously we'd rather be there ourselves, but obviously Liverpool aren't good enough, and that's been shown this season because we just don't know how to win football matches on a consistent basis. And I can go on a rant, but I'm not going to go on a rant. So we're going to talk about PSG versus Man City, probably the bigger game, I'd say, but both teams are good quality. What are your thoughts on PSG Man City?
Well, PSG, we know PSG make it to the Champions League final last year, missing out. They knocked out the champion Bayern Munich. Many people said PSG is a champion. They have Pochettino. They have a very good manager who want to win this Champions League. Remember, Pochettino was runners-up in 2018, so he want to go one better this year. Kylian Mbappe is an excellent player. Neymar looking very good. Neymar come up this season when PSG want him, but this Paris Saint-Germain team is devastated going forward. But you cannot underestimate this Manchester City team. When you look at Manchester City this season, unbeaten, the only team to unbeaten this season in the Champions League, and they just beat Tottenham Spurs in the League Cup. So they have a lot of confidence. They win one trophy. The Scarlets say they win the Premier League, and it's going to be tough. Kevin De Bruyne is going to be key. Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, all of these big players, Sergio Aguero at the back, they're very solid. Edison, this Manchester City team full of talent on paper. Can they do it in the Champions League against one of their biggest game to make it to the Champions League final? Pep Guardiola under a lot of pressure, Joe. Is this
Mm.
his year for Manchester City? We see Bayern Munich win the Champions League and beat the last season. So this is a great opportunity for Manchester City to do great in the Champions League. No Liverpool, no one there to stop them. But this is going to be a very, very close game. Who's at home first? I think who's at home?
Oh, that's. I think. One sec. I'm pretty sure it's PSG. Yeah, PSG are at home first.
It's going to be an interesting game. This first leg, Manchester City, they has to get some away goal to bring them back at England at the Etihad. And I'm going with a 2-2 draw. What's your prediction?
Yeah, that's a fascinating prediction. To be fair, I mean, we're expecting goals. These are the best players in the world. In all fairness, it's an absolute beauty of a match. I mean, just I definitely would love to see PSG go through. Obviously, I don't want Man City to win the Champions League because we don't like Man City and they don't really like us. So PSG, obviously, it would also be really good to have fans for this game. Like, oh, it's just unbelievable. Like, PSG fans are incredible. Like, remember when we played them? They were had an absolutely unbelievable atmosphere. Their ultra section, they're always supporting their team and a good chance as well. So yeah, I just a bit of the context of the game. Obviously, like you said, Man City, they're gonna need to win this Champions League, but PSG as well, like it's big for both teams and both teams form are very good. Um it's a difficult one to predict, but I just think Man City have a tiny bit more steel about them. It's probably going to come down to who has the stronger defense, and Man City do have a stronger defense. Like I checked PSG's last match, and I don't think Marquinhos played. I'll just check it again to confirm. One sec. Yeah, I don't think Marquinhos played, Was he on the bench though? Doesn't look like it. So Marquinhos is a big player for them, like defensively. And we saw against Bayern. I'm not sure if you saw the game, but Bayern had so many chances against PSG. I have no idea how they didn't go through. So PSG rode their luck a bit there. So yeah, I think Man City have a bit more of a solid defense, but I'm very looking forward to seeing City come up against a really world-class attack because sometimes this season when they have been attacked, they still looked a bit vulnerable. So yeah, fascinating game, really interesting stuff. I'm going for I might just copy your prediction actually. 2-2 is a very interesting prediction. Yeah, maybe Man City might be tired. Who knows? Um, I'm going for. Hmm, I don't really know what to predict.
Take your time, man. You have time, man. Just
I
take your
don't know
time.
what to predict.
Just
It's a
take your
tough one.
biasness out of it. I know he's a supporter of Liverpool, so take your time and give your honest score prediction.
I don't want to predict Man City win, but I just think they'll win because it's Man City. I don't want to predict them for win. No. Do you know what? I'll go for. I think Man City will win 2-1. I think they will. Yeah, yeah,
Well, if Manchester City win away from home, that's going to be great. But what I noticed with Manchester City this season, yes, they're keeping a lot of clean sheet, but when they come up against a strong team, they find it really difficult to defeat them. And this Paris Saint-Germain team, Kylian Mbappe, they're going to really test this Manchester City defense if they're really good, if they're really going to keep a clean sheet against this Paris Saint-Germain team. But both owner want to win the Champions League. This is what they spend a lot of money to bring in the best
yeah.
player to win in the
All their
Champions League.
money.
So
If Man City don't win this Champions League, that's an absolute embarrassment. Honestly, it's embarrassing. The amount of money they've spent is ridiculous. They've spent over £1 billion with Guardiola in charge. Like everyone goes on about how, oh my god, yeah, it's so amazing how Man City respect the Carabao Cup. Oh yes, what a noble team they are. But obviously, everyone knows that they have like a second string squad that would win the Premier League itself. So, like, it's not exactly the biggest achievement in the world. But yeah, I'll refrain from launching into oil money. I see that much. But yeah, they should win it. I think they are the clear favourites. But obviously, we can now potentially move on to discussing Real Madrid versus Chelsea, which is another massive game, two massive clubs. And yeah, obviously, it should be an interesting one. Real Madrid knocking us out with that 3-1 win on aggregate. Obviously, it was 0-0 at Anfield, and we should have scored in the first minute, and we played a better game than them, and it was very poor. But obviously, Liverpool weren't good enough. So, what are your thoughts on Real Madrid versus Chelsea? I believe Real Madrid are also home, so obviously the English teams are lucky to get an away leg in their first leg. Go on, Ryan. Give me your thoughts.
well, Chelsea and a new manager, they're looking good. But this is going to be a really very good test for this Chelsea team. When you look at this Real Madrid team, they have a lot of experience. Been there, done that, win the Champions League 3 occasions. So they have the experience. Will Ramos play in this game? I don't know. Eden Hazard is a possibility. He can play against him former team Chelsea, and he have something to prove against Chelsea. A lot of Real Madrid fans say Eden Hazard is flop, but let us see what he do against this Chelsea team. But for me, I think Real Madrid just going to nick it over Chelsea for me. I think Chelsea going to find it really difficult. And Chelsea don't score a lot of goal. That is Chelsea problem. They defeat West Ham. That was a very close game on the weekend. I think Real Madrid sitting second in the La Liga. It's going to be tough. And I don't know what to expect from Real Madrid. I don't know. Let's be honest. I don't know what to expect from Real Madrid. But Real Madrid is Real Madrid, and they're at home. They're supposed to beat this Chelsea team. I'm going with a Real Madrid to win 2-0. 2-0. I'm going with
Mm,
Real Madrid to win 2-0. I think they have
that's
the
an interesting
experience
one.
carrying Benzema and Farm. Chelsea not too good at the back. I think same thing with
Yeah.
Real Madrid not too good whenever Ramos not playing at the back. But going forward, I think Chelsea will give them more check. Especially you have Timo Werner, you have Kai Havertz, you have Christian Pulisic, you have Ziyech. Chelsea have a lot of attacking going forward. But let us see. Real Madrid to win 2-0. Over
Yeah,
to you.
that's an interesting one. I'll let you know that I believe Sergio Ramos is still injured, which is obviously a big miss. Carvajal is back, which is very good for Real Madrid against Chelsea. Obviously, a natural right back experience, as you said. Obviously, he came off against us in the Champions League final, if I remember. But I think Tony Cruz is a doubt, and that is a huge miss, an absolutely huge miss for Real Madrid because Tony Cruz is wow, he's insane. Like the way he controls the game, distributes the ball left, right, and center. Like it is definitely going to be a step up for Chelsea, to be honest. And I'm hoping Real Madrid go through. Obviously, you won't hear the end of it from Chelsea fans if they win the Champions League because they'll think Tuchel is the greatest thing ever coming in and winning the Champions League. But obviously, it's not as if they had an easy draw in the last round, didn't they, against Porto? And it's not as if Chelsea don't have like £1 billion squad, which they spent 250 million in the summer. But nonetheless, Chelsea are doing well, and they're going to be a good test for Real Madrid. Another good game, lots of quality on show. It's a big game for Timo Werner. He's gonna, there's a lot of reliance on him to score the goals, and if he can't necessarily do it so well in the Premier League, then we got to ask the question: can he do it in the Champions League? And he's going to be up against a physical defense in Varane and Militao. And I'm looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to the game from a fairly neutral perspective. Obviously, I'm going to want Real Madrid to win. Yeah, prediction-wise, I think it will be 1-1. And that's 1-1 is a very, very good result for Chelsea because they've got their away goal. But Real Madrid have a good threat in Asensio, in Vinicius, Benzema. Come on. Also, I'll just let you know that if we manage to do a miracle and get top 4, right, which we won't, but let's say miracle will happen. If we get 4th place, but then Chelsea win the Champions League and Arsenal win the Europa League, we don't get Champions League. So obviously the likelihood of all of that happening is very minimal. Obviously it's least likely that we get top 4. But if we do get top 4 and come 4th, then we won't actually get it if Chelsea win Champions League and Arsenal win the Europa League. So it's important that doesn't happen. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. Any kind of next thoughts, Ryan, on who you think is going to potentially win the Champions League?
PSG.
Yeah.
I don't want City to win it. I don't want too many people have too many talk in England, because if City win it, they are going to win the FIFA Club World Cup. They're going to win the Super Cup, and I would live with PSG to win that, but not Manchester City. Too early for them.
Yeah. We don't want them. Yeah, exactly. We don't want, it's important that, well, Europe is ours, obviously. We won 6 European Cups. But I like seeing Man City just crash out of Europe. And, I don't even think their fans really care that much about being European champions. So, obviously, that's one thing missing from their club. And be funny if they don't win. I've got a question, though, Ryan. Who would you rather, if it's a final between Man City or Chelsea, who would you prefer out of them two to win? Not saying you want any of them to win, but who would you be less bothered about winning the Champions League?
Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah. For some reason, we and Manchester City have this little rival going, and I always want to rub it in their face. You haven't won the Champions League. You haven't won the Champions League. While Chelsea won the Champions League, they won the Europa League, they won the Super Cup. They're yet to win the FIFA Club World Cup. So Chelsea have a little bit of taste. They have a little bit of history in the Champions League. They already win it, so I can live with that. I'm living with
Yeah,
that. But to
yeah, it's
see
true.
Man City to win it, no, man. No, I don't want to
Yeah,
see City. What
but
about you?
if Chelsea win the Champions League, they could win the Champions League and the FA Cup this season. Like
I will
that is
live with that.
ridiculous.
I will live with that because they're in the final. They are
They
who
need
going to
it.
play the final.
I really hope PSG or Real Madrid, preferably PSG.
Yeah. Or I can live with Real Madrid. I will still have it over PSG fans having to win the Champions League, them and Man City. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Ryan. Now if we're going to carry on talking about the Champions League now, Liverpool, there's a strong likelihood we're not going to be in the Champions League next season. How depressing is that?
If I'm not in the Champions League, I don't want to play Europa League. It will be stressful to see Champions League match going on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I have to wait
Oh
to see
God.
all the big team play, and then I have to go
I
see
will. Yeah.
Liverpool play on Thursday.
I won't watch the Champions League next season. Well, I'll watch. Obviously, I'll watch us in the Europa League probably. If we get there, which we probably will. Definitely watch us in the Europa League, but I just won't want to watch other people play in the Champions League. I'll just start crying with us not being there. So like, I just won't. I won't do it. I won't watch like the big match. Maybe like a big match. I don't know, like I don't know, Bayern, Barca or something like that. But I don't want to watch any of the other English teams in the Champions League, to be honest, because I'll just be annoyed because we won't be there. So I'll obviously will be wanting us to win the Europa League. I can't even believe we're talking about the Europa League. I can't believe it. How far we've fallen. It's actually a joke. I can't believe it. If
Hopefully, we
Chelsea,
win our next 5 games.
we're not doing it, Ryan. It's not happening. I can't believe this is happening. It's our own making. It's our own making. I just don't believe this. How can we be so unlucky?
I'm telling you, man.
How can we be so unlucky? I don't believe this. It's actually also like think about it. So if we're in the Europa League, we've got Thiago and Van Dijk and Henderson and Fabinho and Mane and Salah when they're on their day. Europa League, bro. These are elite players. Can you believe this? They're gonna be playing against like Rubin Kazan and FC Astana. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's so bad, man.
That's why I think we should keep our squad players, don't you think? Like, so they can play the Europa League.
I
You know what I
agree
mean?
with you.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, so what we're saying, are we gonna call it a day?
Definitely wrapped it up, man. You're the man in charge, you know.
Say that again.
Wrapped it up. Tell the viewers, thank you very much for
Oh,
watching.
yes, of course. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Obviously, comment your Champions League predictions, and if you want to engage in a debate about football and Liverpool and our rivals, then I'm sure you can come on the channel and maybe put your views across and engage in a really riveting and great and impactful discussion. So yeah, all the best. It's a pleasure hosting the show on Ryan LSC's channel. And on that note, we're out. Come on, you Reds, you'll never walk alone.